My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Alright, let's set out on a new run. Do I still have, I do, right? Just still the same two clans unlocked? Alright, so we'll rotate it around so that we've got a different primary clan here. That primary clan being the Pyreborn. Use the powerful abilities of the dragons and their attendant drakes who've emerged from the Gilded Core. Oh, there we go. We have Lord Fenix as our champion. Has 15 damage and 20 health, has the ability Phoenix Fire, cooldown of 3 to deal damage equal to this unit's attack, and then apply Pyregel 4 to enemy units. Important to note, the first part, deal damage, is to a single target, but the Pyregel 4 to enemy units is to all the enemy units on the floor. Lord Fenix once dreamed that his bros would live on in the hearts of dragons and come to inspire them to look beyond the gleam of the coin. Those dreams are long gone, replaced by the love of gold. And of course, we've got the allied clan of the Banished who we had previously as well. No, I don't have a new Pie Heart that I can unlock just yet. A couple of these will come. Winch's Spirits. 191 movements in the last episode. I just need to do a little bit more moving for that. Defeat the Titans as most of these. Yeah, we'll just be unlocking those over time. I'm not necessarily going to bend my will towards it. However, I will for the Covenants. Let's start doing that. So Covenant rank number 1. This is our ascending difficulty. Each time we add a new Covenant rank, we will add a new modifier, and we will have all of the previous modifiers. So rank 1 is enemies are stronger. Also, add additional random cards to your starting deck. Let's go! Okay, final boss is Seraph Eternus, who has the Chosen of Dominion. Seraph applies Corruption 2 to your units each strike and then doubles the Corruption on strike. So yeah, we're definitely going to need units that can withstand a serious amount of damage. Archeon, the Scion of Savagery. If no units are on the floor, Archeon will deal damage to the buyer, so we also want all of our rows filled. And Kale is going to be feeding for damage shield 1 to enemy units. Maybe a little bit more AoE needed as well. We start with 2 copies of Lava Armor, 1 ember to give 10 health, as well as Revenge. Apply Pyregel 3 to the attacker. Okay. And a Steadfast Crusader, pretty good unit to be holding that, as well as 2 copies of Self-Sacrifice, 2 Ember to consume, advance the unit, and apply Damage Shield 2. And here is the real benefit of being in the non-first run. We'll start with Hersel's Horde, giving us an artifact as well as a Light Forge to upgrade the champion. So we'll upgrade the champion first. Oh my god. I mean, come on. It says permanently. Ugh, but Lord Fenix. Okay, so there's the Overlord upgrade here, which would give Lord Fenix both 20 damage and 25 health, as well as Slay, gain 1 additional damage permanently. Oh, permanently though. And we'd have it at the start of the fight. Start of the run, rather. And then there's Lord Phoenix's Pyromaniac, which is when a unit gains Pyregel, it gains +1 stacks. So putting that and Lava Armor on at the same time, we'd be giving a lot of Pyregel. I mean, we give 3 to all attackers, as well as another +1 from Lord Fenix. Oh, I really like growing permanently, though. I think I have to. Hersel's Horde comes with Shadow Stealth or a Lightstone Casing. Lightstone Casing is spells gain an extra upgrade slot. Pretty good. If you can get 3 upgrades on a spell and then just dupe that spell, they get pretty wild. And Shadow's Sheath. Friendly units gain Stealth 1 on Summon and on Slay. And they also gain 3 additional damage per stack of Stealth. Interesting. Interesting. So they wouldn't be attacked as long as they kill. I think that's a really, really good way to get Lord Fenix to not have to deal with any defense, basically. Give me Shadow's Sheath. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so our second rank has Pyramanes matched with the Merchant of Arms, so I might go with the Merchant of Steel here after our first fight, and then the Merchant of Magic afterwards. Means it's more important that I get a unit worth upgrading. I mean, the Steadfast Crusader is already worth upgrading, to be fair. Tough as nails. Enemy enters with Titan Skin 1, meaning they'll take 1 less damage from all sources. Yep. That'll give us 75 gold for doing it. Most important thing is that Lord Fenix consistently gets to kill people. So I'm going to put you on the second rank, because people might need to be weakened in front of you for you then to be able to kill. Steadfast Crusader and perhaps a Shield Steward could even go on that bottom line. Certainly on the top line. There we go, the Undo is unlocked. Made a mistake. You can press undo to you can undo back to the start of your current turn with this button. Hold it down for 1 second to undo. Super useful. Steadfast Crusader could hit for 30 on the Fallen Champion here. And we definitely need to pop some Valor on... the Steadfast Angel as well also really wants that. There you go. Why don't you take some? So we lose stealth on our bottom line, but Lord Fenix is going to permanently grow. Let's get a Lava Armor on this bottom line. Both of those targets are already going down without even needing to use Phoenix Fire. Maybe I use Phoenix Fire this turn on the Collector, because then that's 2 kills for Lord Fenix. Yeah, I prefer that a lot. As many slays as I can possibly get with that character, that's what we're aiming for. Let's also give you a Just Cause just in case. And Firestarter up there. Grand! Yeah, Lord Fenix isn't really going to be capable of doing anything to any of these. Well, actually, hang on. If I Just Cause that unit in front, I can definitely kill it. Should probably just throw a self-sacrifice on the bottom line as well. Hey, Phoenix. How well have you done? Looks like you permanently gained 3 damage over the course of this. Yeah, that'll have to be good enough. Bottom line is gonna complete combat by itself, so I don't even have to worry about this top line. They had to hit our big beefy boy enough times that you got a bunch of Pyogel on you. Making you easy to kill. Victory. Trial bonus for plus 50% modifier for our score total, as well as 75 coins. On top of the 50 we'd get by default, as well as a clan pack for each. Ooh, early alchemy. 3 mana to consume, gain 2 Dragon Horde. There's also Pyoball. 2 energy, 2 Ember again. To cast an explosive spell that deals 15 damage, all excess damage is applied to each enemy unit. And Pyre Cask. 1 Ember to consume to apply Pyre Gel to a single unit. I'm definitely taking the Alchemy. The sooner I take it, the better. Cleave. Deal damage to enemy units equal to the damage of the front friendly unit. That'll be really good for projecting damage from Lord Fenix. The only problem is I really want Lord Fenix to do that damage instead. Divinity. Apply Valor 10. Having 2 very expensive spells right before I'm about to go to a Merchant of Magic, where I can upgrade them, seems really good to me. And there's also the Penitent's Blood Suit, but I'll be taking Divinity here. It's Merchant of Magic in the next line, not on the one I'm currently. Ooh, okay. Which means I'm going Merchant of Steel this time. That's fine. Smidgestone, reduce the size to 1. I don't really need to do that to anyone, to be honest. I'll say this, Heartstone for 25, you are 100% giving us 20 additional health on the Steadfast Crusader. Strength Stone for 14 additional damage on one of the Spear Stewards, I suppose. I don't think I'm going to swing that. Actually, you know what? I will. It's a lot of damage. Oh, I should have looked at the managed unit before I decided. Oops. Avenger. 2 Ember, also 2 capacity. 20 damage and 40 health. On Revenge, apply Melee Weakness 1 to the attacker. This guy seems like he'd be a powerful front of a line for us. I probably don't want to Smidgestone you. There's also the Demonic Fledgling. 1 Ember, 2 Size. On Strike, gain Valor 1. On Shift, gain Rage 2. Each Rage is 2 additional damage per stack. I think I'll take the Avenger. Now, if I could make the Avenger perhaps bigger, healthier, I would, but I don't really want to reroll here just to look for the possibility of giving it some additional damage. Sorry, some additional health, rather. Yeah, especially when I'm going to want to use as much of my money as possible on the 2 very expensive spells I picked up. Alright, next battle should be okay, though. I only have to find 1 opportunity to be able to cast the Alchemy. The Trial is the mark of invasion. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. Honestly, the more enemy units there are, the more Slay triggers I can get. That's good for us. So, very first thing, Lord Fenix, you go on the very top line. Yeah, very top line. Steadfast on the bottom? Middle, rather. Oh my god, that's a lot of chumps. That's more chumps than I thought there'd be. Well, Lord Fenix, you can slay 1. Definitely need to get lava armor on this bottom line as well. I think it's probably a good idea for me to pop a Spear Steward up on the top too. Use the Steadfast Crusader's ability to take down one of them. We've got all this stealth, so the enemy's not even attacking us. Oh, actually, that's really bad for the Avenger Angel. Oh, I didn't think about that. Just drop the armor on the fields. Bit of Valor. I have to take 3 damage, but pretty good fodder for extra slays. Can easily just Pop a fire starter on the top line. That entire line is dead now. Lava armor certainly here as well. And I'll take out the back line here. We managed to extinguish the cherub that was running away with money there. So we're going to get 75 from the trial as well as 50 from that cherub. And what? We lost 3 for the pyre? I can hardly pretend to be sad about that. Ooh. Oh, here's a fun one. If I move the spear steward to the front, then Fenix is going to get the sleigh. Oops. Should not have gone for the kill there. Especially if I want to optimize for Lord Fenix. I think this is the turn, this is the only turn, frankly, where I'm going to be able to play Alchemy. It consumes, so I only have to play it once per battle, but I do have to. The enemies are collecting some melee weakness, as well as a decent amount of Pyre Gel. And as it turns out, that'll be enough. Knowing that moving my units, though, is something the game wants me to do in order to unlock things, if I have actions left over, sure, I'll cast Just Cause. I think there's good reason to do so. I'm certain there's a better way of saying that. Well, battle's won. 3 damage taken, so we've knocked 6% off of it, but I'm pretty happy with it. Another 125. Golden Touch. We'll start with Mind Cage. Resolve. Reduce cooldown by 1. So at the end of every turn, it lowers the cooldown of the ability of the character that it's equipped to by 1. That would give Lord Fenix the ability to strike every 2 turns, rather than every 3 with the Phoenix Fire. Oh, it gives Steadfast Crusader the ability to strike every turn. There's also Golden Touch. Deal 5 damage on Slay, gain 1 Dragon Sword, and Lava Flow. 0 Ember to consume, apply Pyre Gel 4 to enemy units. I'm leaning towards Golden Touch, especially as I'm about to go to a upgrade space for whatchamacallums. An upgrade space for spells, of which Golden Touch is 1. Cleave, Penitence, Bloodsuit, and Upbeat Warbler. We saw 2 of these in the previous selection. The Upbeat Warbler here is the new one. The Hymnist, 1 Ember for 2 damage and 2 health, with the enchant, giving other units on the same floor this bonus. Grant Quick, which means we would attack before the enemies. I don't really want to attack before the enemies. With Stealth, I don't need to. Penitence, Bloodsuit, and Cleave. Honestly, I'll skip here. And I'm definitely not looting the Horde until I'm getting artifacts, please. Thank you. Head over to the Merchant Magic first. I'm going to grab a look at the Merchant of Magic, because I don't have to do anything about this yet. Smolder Stone. Upgrade a spell to cost -2 and gain Consume. There's also Stack Stone. Upgrade a spell to gain double stack. Can I just want to check. Okay, I can't double stack Alchemy to gain 4 Dragon Sword. That's a shame. That said, double stacking Divinity. Apply Valor 20. That's pretty sick. There's also a banished unit here, as well as the Celestial Alcove. The fact is, the Celestial Alcove might dupe my cards, so I want to have powerful cards before I get there. But it could also give me a spell that I then want to upgrade, so the order of operations is kind of hard to figure it out. Let's go to the Banished banner. Sword Maiden. 1 Ember, 2 Capacity. On summon, draw an equipment card from your deck. An Artificer. An Artificer ability is when equipment is attached to any ally of this unit. Any ally of this unit. So anywhere on any floor. There's also the Battle Dancer. I'll take Sword Maiden. I did a lot with Battle Dancer in the last episode, but I think it's time to make new friends. Double stack the Divinity and Smolder Stone it as well, so it only costs 1, despite the fact that it will consume. Surge Stone is a very good way to upgrade one of these fire starters to remove a unit as well as remove itself from the deck. Permafrost would give me the ability to constantly hold on to a spell. The only one I'd really consider putting that on would be Golden Touch, just so that I have it at the right time. But realistically, I just want to make this do more damage so that I can use it every time it comes up, rather than wait to use it later. Reroll. Oh, great. Eternal Stone. Upgrade a spell to permanently remove Consume. So Power Stone plus 10 to Magic Power. We'll do that on the Golden Touch. There's Seek Stone. Upgrade a spell to cost -1 and also to gain Intrinsic, which means it's in your opening hand after the deployment phase. Not especially attached to doing that to anything, so we'll take Eternal Stone and Ember Stone. What do I want to lose Consume? Realistically, it's Divinity, right? If I had the Lightstone Casing as my first artifact, I would be upgrading Divinity now not to Consume, so it's a 1 Ember to apply 20 Valor to a single unit. However, I don't have the ability to do that. I mean, I could remove Consume from Alchemy. And then just have it gain 2 Ember. You know what? Yes. Yes, and also I'm going to decrease your cost. Because I'm looking to loot this Dragon Horde multiple times this run. Let me do that. Time for the Celestial Alcove. The Penitent's Suit. An elegant name for a torture device the winged inflict on their own. Thanks to the Banished, they've been reclaimed. And now, instead of punishment, the suits are reforged to empower those who can endure their trials. When penance is paid, absolution awaits. Which form of penance will you impose on your units? There's Frailty. Give a unit an upgrade of Frailty Penance. Fragile means the unit, if it loses health, will die. But on Celebrate, which is after triggers after defeating a boss, permanently gain 10 additional damage. And then there's Asceticism. Summon when played. Gain 3 Ember, but also gain Ember Drain 2. So when you play this unit, you will get 3 energy back, or Ember, rather. But over the course of the next 2 turns, you will have less Ember to play with. 2 less next turn, 1 less the turn after, and then back to normal. Front-loading my Ember like that, it gives me the ability to play more things in the deployment phase. Right now, my deployment phase has 1 additional Ember, so I have 4 Ember in my deployment phase, which means I can play Fenix, obviously free, the Avenger, 2... I can play the Steadfast Crusader and the Sword Maiden. The Sword Maiden will also draw a card from the deck. You know what? Give me the Ascetic Penance upgrade. And Sword Maiden. When I summon you, both give me an equipment from the deck and gain 3 energy. Asceticism, a penance of self-denial and discipline. An ample choice. Time to take on Archaon, the Scion of Savagery. If you have no units on the floor, Archaon will deal damage to the pyre, but thankfully, I have stealth units on every floor, so not only will they not be hit, but the pyre won't either. Lord Fenix, you definitely want to find as many enemies here as possible. think we probably need Avenger. Maybe it's the same order as previously. But they're not even going to make it to that top line necessarily. It's the big downside. Give me Sword Maiden. Thank you. Avenger. Then the Lava Armor really should go on the Avenger as well as Steadfast Crusader, but I can only choose one at the moment. Equipment is attached to any ally of this unit. I'm going to give myself an additional turn to draw it. Actually, hang on. Wait, okay, the Artificer is the one that gains the Valor. Oh, okay. Interesting. Don't have enough space to put the next Shield Maiden down, so that's what we're running with. Big Valor for that middle liner, thank you. And that's the only Ember I even have to play with. But that's completely fine. Ooh, Golden Touch. Yes, please. Okay, so let's get Lord Fenix to take out one of these units. And then the Golden Touch to take out another. And then the Steadfast Crusader is going to hit the Fallen Champion, and then Lord Fenix will slay them. So Lord Fenix gets 2 slays this turn, and we get a Dragon Horde. And we've just got a Flagellant and Savage Spearman coming up to the next line to get similar treatment. Hell yeah. Yeah, seems pretty much ideal. In order to make sure that Fenix gets a slay, I need to be leaving both of these units on the field, which is fine. None of you have an incant trigger. I suspect I'm probably best served by using Just Cause a couple times here, to be honest. Valor is incredible. A constantly renewing pool of armor. There's Alchemy again, which I should cast every time I get to. And then I could give some Just Cause, which I will. I guess I lowered that unit's health more than I thought I had. Good. Actually, just take both of you down with Lord Fenix. Four, 5, and 8 is 12, 17. So if I just cause you in the front line, you'll actually survive it. And then we'll just set a fire starter. One more wave until Archeon has decided to fight us. Golden Touch. Yes, I will use that for a Slay. And yes, that is my highest priority. We're up to 6 on the Dragon Sword. If I draw next turn the Alchemy again, we'll have the ability to loot an 8 Dragon Horde immediately. That's huge. That has to be huge. Yeah, let's pop a Lava Arm on the bottom line to get some more Pyogel to deal with. So this unit takes 3 times the melee combat damage the next time it's attacked. No! Golden Touch! Well, actually, it still slew a unit, it just happened to be mine. I think we've ordered this now that Lord Fenix will be able to get the Slay. There we go. Up to 34, so that's 14 additional Slay triggers it's hit so far. 150 more gold, as well as a rare pack, a allied or clan unit, and major enhancement, as well as our first look at the Dragon Sword. Hell Furnace. When a unit gains Pyogel, it gains 3 more stacks. I mean, that on the same floor that Lava Armor is active seems good, but also sometimes our units stealth and then they don't defend us anymore, so I don't even know if that's great. Superheated, consume to double the amount of Pyogel on a unit, or Sanctuary to consume to apply damage shield 2 to friendly units. Give me another copy. Give me Sanctuary. I want to be able to get some... I want to be able to get a good amount of damage shield on characters so that if they have things like melee weakness, or if they're getting struck by, you know, dominion, corruption, rather. I'll learn the keywords eventually. When they have that happen, hopefully, it won't kill them. Ooh. The Magma Cultist. For 2 Ember and only 1 Size, on Incant, apply Pyogel 1 to enemy units. I mean, if I had the room that we just passed up, where we'd be adding an additional 3 for each of those, it's a lot more appealing. There's also the Demonic Fledgling, who we saw earlier, and Greed Dragon. For 2 Ember and 3 Capacity, Summon. Gain plus 10 damage and plus 10 health for each Dragon Horde. That's gonna be a big beefy boy. Hell's Flame, Limbo Solace, and Heaven's Light. Well, don't judge me, but I'm actually considering getting an Ember here. I'm actually considering. We got a 3 cost, so we got a couple of 2 costs. Obviously, the Greed Dragon, the Golden Touch, being able to still play things while I'm deeply Ember drained is also going to be pretty good. I'll take Ember. Okay. I leave it 1 more level and I get a non-random artifact. But also, I could loot so much in the next fight. I don't have to use the Greed Dragon in the next fight. I can save the Greed Dragon for, you know, bosses. I'm gonna loot this. After using an ability, friendly units gain 3 armor. When you equip a friendly unit, apply Conduit 4. Conduit 4 says, +1 magic power on this floor per stack. Oh, interesting. Sharpened Teeth. Dragons and Whelps do 8 additional damage. I don't think Lord Fenix will count as one of those, unfortunately. Getting a little armor is nice, just a little bit more defense. I feel like that's more impactful for us than the magic damage. Train Steward units gain the Boom ability, so they can sacrifice themselves in order to deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. That's not really what I wanted to get from that. Oh well. Ooh, I could heal 3 Pyre health if I want to go over to the right side here. Or I could go to the left and get a Merchant of Trinkets as well as a bunch of money and an event. I know what I'm doing. Lightforge! Oh, how dare you? Oh, okay, this is actually a lot better. I thought I was going to be a little annoyed by the fact that I wasn't getting additional Slay as my upgrade. Actually, are we already on the Overlord track? Lord Fenix, ability Phoenix Fire 2. Phoenix Fire 2 has only one keyword difference, and that is explosive, which means now if I target a weak unit, it will deal its excess damage to all units on that floor. Or I could have when a unit gains Fire Gel, it gains +1 stats. I'm gonna go with Lord Fenix. Well, I mean, both of them Lord Fenix. I'm gonna go with Phoenix Fire number 2, the Overlord 2. Merchant of Trinkets. Oh, expanded coffers. Thank you. This is exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. It's also one of the reasons that I looted my Horde just a second ago, because I think one of the Pyreborn minor artifacts that you can be given is literally just an increase to the size of your Dragon's Horde. And also, we can see, like, currently, we can only get to 8, but if we could get all the way up to 11, it would give us 2 minor Pyreborn artifacts as well as a selection and 100 gold. Oh my god, if we could get it to 12 or 13, we get a random major boss artifact. Okay. I don't know if we're going to have access to that this run. I hope so, though. Crown of the Eternal at start of turn, fully healed champions. Sketches of Salvation, though, after the deployment phase, summon a random unit from your deck on each floor. I feel like that's going to summon the Greed Dragon? I guess I keep the Shield Stewards in my deck because I want them to blow up. Taking both of those. Alright, Celestial Alcove, what event do you have? It's Hef! You come across the abandoned train yard and watch Hef step out of a rusty train guard with a pile of scrap. She inspects her salvage and pulls out a few blueprints. Train could use some tuning up, eh? Don't you think? Go ahead and pick a mod you'd like. Which train room do you want Hef to tinker with? Third floor install. At the start of the battle, apply Fight Club to the third floor, which would be friendly units get +15 damage on that floor. Or first, on the first floor, gain Boiler Room. Gain 1 Ember when a unit dies. That's insane. And mod the train yourself. Oh! Mod the train yourself. Get Hef's Hammer. Give a unit Slay, gain 1 capacity on this floor. I'm gonna go Boiler Room mod because it actually seems like it'll be a lot better for us, but this is exciting for a different kind of run. The train rumbles as the metal shifts and its magic changes. After a few moments, the noise stops and the locomotive settles. Hef crosses her arms with a proud look on her face. Treat her well now! I think... Should I take the opportunity to remove another card from my deck right now? Oh, we got Empyrean Well up against the Merchant of Trinkets in the next area. I actually don't think I can afford to. Non-boss enemy units restore up to 150 health when they move up a floor. Yes, please. The Ravenous Zealot is here with multi-strike 1, harvest to gain additional damage, and 140 health. So the 140 health is certainly going to be the problem. How well is Lord Fenix going to be able to deal with that? Especially because this Greed Dragon's not going to be summoned particularly large. I mean, there's Spear Stewards to help out. Oh boy, I wonder if maybe I can't afford this. I'd give melee weakness to units, but then I also try and use the melee weakness, because they get the melee weakness from attacking my Avenger, and then my Avenger attacks them back. God, I really want the 200 gold. I actually don't think I can take this seal, though. That's so annoying. Ah! I have so many ways that I'm currently leveraging being more powerful than the run, which is I can use that to make sure that I can get as many kills on Fenix as possible, make sure that I can get as much Dragon Horde as possible, make sure that I can tend all of my resources towards meta progression. Not meta progression, obviously, of the game in total, but meta progression of this run, giving me meta resources, additional gold especially, additional artifacts, etc. But for that reason, I don't think I can take that additional huge risk. I do want to put Lord Fenix on the bottom line so that I can just Fenix fire. Then Sword Maiden. And Lava Armor, definitely on you. Throw a single Shield Steward up on the top line, and that is all I can fit at the moment. So we'll end, and then... Oh, it summons them at the back of the line as well! Hell yeah! Then the Sketches of Salvation summons a Shield Steward to each of these floors. Kind of you. Alchemy gains 2 Dragon Horde immediately. I mean, I'm definitely going to be doing that. Lord Fenix first off. Please kill the backliner. Also, I'm going to hit you with a Fire Starter. Alchemy for the next line. All right. It seems like we're starting out pretty well. Greed Dragon's here to be summoned for 20 additional health and damage, though I don't have any space to do it, so I'm not going to be able to. Start out by getting a Lava Armor down. I can't use Firestarter twice to take out the Profane Supplicant backline, unfortunately. You have 80 health. You hit me, you get melee weakness. I hit you back. You have 3 Pyogel, 20 damage, 23, double, 46. So you do die to Lord Fenix, I think? No, you don't. Spear Steward must. Okay, I think these fire starters... Oh no, you have an incant trigger. You're gonna sap all of our units if I hit you with those. I'm just gonna have to relent. Selfless sacrifice the next line up and end that turn. Okay, at least the top line takes care of itself here. Discordant Toll, I will get rid of. Obviously, get rid of the... Well, I mean, I can even use a normal Firestarter to get rid of you. Maybe I boom the Shield Steward. Because then I can still get a Lord Fenix kill. Obviously the Shield Steward would... sorry, the Spear Steward, rather, would be a lot better for the Relentless phase in a moment, but... let's deal with that when it comes. Golden Touch definitely needs to get a kill this turn. I can use it on the bottom line, unlocking the Lunar Coven. I have to imagine I'm going to be playing in the next episode as a result. 20 additional damage to our backliner here. That would be enough to secure the kill. Unless it hits incant, which it does. Damn you. Yikes. Alright. As long as we get the Slay, I'm okay with it. And we do. We have a moment of brief respite, wherein I can use an Alchemy for free, hell yes. I could also throw Sanctuary on this bottom line for damage shield 2 on all friendly units. Definitely get a Golden Touch, take out one of these. See if I can get Lord Fenix to do as much of this killing as possible. Yep. Lord Fenix will be the one to take out this boss. Perfect. So yeah, we got 6 Dragon Horde out of that fight. It's gone pretty well. Stuck Up Well has the ability of Expensive Taste. 1 Ember to give on a cooldown of 3, Avarice 2 to friendly units. Pretty cool. Furnace, welcome back. When a unit gains Pyogel, it gains 3 additional stacks. I still don't think of Pyogel as like a particularly important thing that I'm doing. And Fanning the Flame. 1 Ember to gain the explosive spell. Fanning the Flame deals 3 damage to a random enemy unit. On Slay, increase damage by 3 permanently. That could technically kill a whole line if it really needed to. I'll take it. It's kind of versatile. Spike of the Banished, X cost, consume to apply 3x Valor to a unit. There's also Demonize, 3 Ember to... Oh, the art for that is sick. 3 Ember to Descend a unit and apply 2 Melee Weakness. And then finally, Everlasting Light. 1 Ember to gain 3 damage on a unit, and on Strike, apply Valor 2 to friendly units. If I had anyone with any sort of multi-attacking ability, I'd take the Everlasting Light, but without that, Spike of the Banished. Do I want a random artifact, or do I want to crawl all the way up to... Yeah, I guess 10 is like a really good getting off point for us. I'll say that. The Lunar Coven. Align with the secretive Lunar Coven and tap into the mercurial power of the moon to empower spells and weapons alike. I'm eager. I guess I unlocked that for using spells to kill enemies. Merchant of Trinkets, Hersal Sword for another artifact, as well as the Empyrean Well. I mean, I have to go this direction. I'm just only going to be able to get 1 artifact. Hellheart. Apply Pyogel 10 to non-flying boss enemy units that enter the room below the Pyre room, or Jackstrips, 3 piercing damage whenever a unit moves up floors. I'll take Hellheart over Jackstrips because I really want to be able to manage my own slays. I don't want my train to do it for me. At the end of battle, gain 3 Dragon Horde if your Pyre took no damage. Yoink. Goodbye. There's also clan card drafts only offer rares, as well as when an angel moves, it gains 2 Valor. Certainly happy with my decision. Empyrean Well, duplicating Divinity would be sick. It's just another 20 Valor for a single Ember. That said, the idea of duping Alchemy and literally just having another copy of that roaming around the deck also seems pretty good. You know what? Let's do it. I'm going all in on the Horde. Next area up is... Oh, there's another Empyrean Well if I want it. Oh, that's nasty. Forgotten Boons on the other side. Merchant of Steel and Unstable Vortex is probably much more reliable, though. Removing 2 cards from the deck at this point would be really nice. To the degree that I'm going to remove my first card. And it's going to be a Just Cause. I don't really have ample reason to use those cards. Let's get in this battle. Undying Minions. Dominion's grasp does not leave them, even after death. Face their hordes and be prepared when they rise up once more. Draw -1 each turn, but gain 150. Honestly, the fact that that's going to slow down my cycle of gaining the additional Dragon Horde, it's probably enough reason to turn this off. But if I can get this, we'll have so much more money to spend on the unit upgrade space afterwards. And I think I can. I just think I'll lose out a little bit of my Dragon Sword value, but also I only need 5 Dragon Sword from this fight. Greed Dragon would deploy as an 80-95 right now, so I should probably put that down. I did like Lord Fenix and Avenger as the bottom line as well, so we'll recreate that. Oh, that's a big beefy boy. Okay, let's see if... Okay, so yeah, the Sword Maiden does not get Valor from any unit getting an attach. Just from units on the same floor. That makes the most sense, TBH, though. Alright. There's the rest of them. We've got Golden Touch and Alchemy both here. I'll use Lord Fenix to take out multiple of these units. So that'll count as a slay on 2 different units as well. But they're also still alive. Fun. I'll Golden Touch to take another one out. Then just drop an Alchemy. I don't really need to Just Cause any of you. I suppose I'll just get some Valor on the next line. I mean, I suppose I just use Fanning the Flame on this line, hitting the Undying Wretch, and gaining a single slay. I do like the idea of Divinity here. Ooh, although the Adamant Shield Bearer is gonna make us pay for that. And again, a little bit more Valor for the next line. Ooh, yeah, I'm definitely looking to take you all out. Thank you. Steadfast Crusader takes out the frontliner, and now we can get all the way through to the Collector. Firestarter to take down 1 unit. And then Firestarter to take it down again. Just Cause for the next line. Alchemy, and we are up at 11's Dragon Horde. Oh, we also unlocked the Winge. The next Pyre Heart. Hell yeah. We're gonna have a lot of new features to be running in the next episode. Okay, that may be a bit quick for the moment. I'll tick it back to fast. Yeah, I suppose it's probably time to drop a couple selfless sacrifices on this bottom line. Someone's gotta. Now comes our brute respite. But thankfully, because we killed so many enemies on the bottom line in the resolution phase, here on this new turn, we have 7 Ember to spend. So I'm gonna get 21 Valor on a single unit. So I can either play the Spike of the Banished for 21 Valor costing 7 Ember, or I can play Divinity costing 1. There you go. Golden Touch? I mean, sure. Why not? So I really want Fenix to basically be the only unit on the field here as soon as possible, because this enemy can be slain multiple times as they have reanimate. Oh, that was so many slays. Lord Fenix is up to 60 damage. Hell yeah. We grab a bunch of money. We got Greed. Deal 20 damage to all the units. That's unfortunately including my own. Wealthy Whelp. Gain 7 coins for each Dragon's Horde. Honestly, I think I'll take you. And Dragon's Breath for 3 Ember to apply 10 Pyogel and deal 10 damage to enemy units. I'll take that Wealthy Whelp. The Shield of Winge. On Revenge, deal damage equal to the attacker's HP. There's also Heroic Dive, consume to descend and then advance a friendly unit. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 2 times this unit's health and armor. I mean, that's a really good way to just like overstack a floor. I don't need it necessarily, but I could definitely make use of it. And here I'm 100% going to be looting. Another 100 golds. When an enemy unit ascends, they gain Pyogel 2. When you damage your own unit, reduce cooldown by 1. I don't damage my own units enough to really trigger that, unfortunately. Alright, Flaming Talons. On your first turn, 2 additional energy. There's also Sharpened Teeth again, or Firer's Breath. Whelps, apply 3 Pyogel on strike. I'm definitely going Ember Charge here as well, because it's on your first turn, not on your deployment phase. So because of that, we are going to have the Ember Drain from our Sword Maiden is going to be significantly less impactful. Summoning a Whelp reduces the cooldowns of friendly units by 1. I only summon a Whelp once per battle. Don't think that's good enough. Attuned Whetstone. On deployment phase, draw a equipment card from your deck and reduce its cost to 0. I have a couple of equipment cards. 2 Lava Armor. And I don't really need to lower their cost. We'll take Guild Marker. Merchant cost reduced by 25%. And the Winge's Spirit Fire Heart is unlocked. Once per battle, select the heart to restore front friendly units on all floors to full health. Hell yeah. Ooh! Event progression? Seems like it. The penance has been completed. Your unit emerges transformed. Much like a tree growing around an obstacle or sprouting new leaves after a branch has been cut off, they've continued to learn. Or they've learned to continue on, rather. Not all who face the penitent suit have emerged whole, let alone stronger. All that is left now is absolution. Oh, cool. It just straight up removes the Ember Drain now. I already did remove the Ember Drain with the Ember Charge. So now I guess I just have additional Ember. Oh, yeah. Unstable Vortex. This one is definitely going to be getting rid of a couple of Pyre starters. Ooh, yeah. Oh, multi-strike. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, howdy. All right. Who wants multi-strike? First things first. It feels like Hearthstone should probably go on the Avenger. And then also upgrade you with Titanite, which will reduce your incoming damage by half. And then we give multi-strike to the Gree Dragon, who's going to have so much damage. Truly just so much damage. Upgrade a unit just to get 8 Valor by default. Realistically, I should do this because it's very, very low cost and it just gives a unit more power for us. So sure, give that to a Shield Steward. Why not? Actually, maybe to the... No, the Wealthy Whelp will never be at the front of the line, so you don't need that. You need health, if anything. Alright, we'll reroll. Reduce a unit size to 1. Oh, hell yeah. A Gree Dragon that I can put on the same floor as other units? Yeah. Upgrade a unit with Quick so that it attacks before the enemies. Don't really think anyone wants that. Strength of Own. I'll just give 14 additional damage to the other Steward. Upgrade a unit with 3 Avarice. I mean, realistically, I just give that to the Wealthy Whelp. It may not even pay off for itself by the end of the run. Let's remove a couple more cards from the deck because getting back to our Dragon Horde cards consistently is going to be even more important than it ever has been before. In the next area, we have a Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic on one side. I am probably going left in the next area. Getting to another Merchant of Magic seems a good idea for us. So I'll hold on to a little money here. Ooh, Kale. Good to see you, cherub friend. So again, the killing floor is going to be the bottom floor. How best to manage that? Probably going to involve an Avenger. Some Lord Fenix behind you. Maybe a Steadfast Crusader there, a Sword Maiden. On the same line. For Lava Armor, I get to play. Drop a Shield Steward, and we're gonna have to end here because I don't want to summon the Gree Dragon while it has no... Well... I'm never gonna get to summon it if I don't summon it now. Actually, no. All of these lines are gonna fill up. Alright, fine. Still, 23 times 2 and 35 health. Like, it's still pretty good. You know, it could just be a little better. The Holy Cherub has 60 health. Whenever it's eaten, it grants damage shield 1 to the front friendly unit without a eaten ability and deals 20 damage to itself. I can use Lord Fenix to actually kill that straight up with a Slay. And I will. Mind. Get got. Definitely going to be using Alchemy as well. Throw out some damage, and... I guess maybe I selfless sacrifice our Shield Steward in the back line? Oh, no. It should be one of these units on the top line. Wait, Kale's not attacking? Oh, right, because of the stealth. Okay, I'm just going to selfless sacrifice the next line. We're fine. The stealth, my dear boy. Unfortunately, can't get the Wealthy Whelp out on the field yet. I mean, I know where Divinity needs to go. I know I need to cast Alchemy. I'm also going to just cause yours to the front, just so that I can kill it with Lord Fenix. We lose a lot of damage for the sake of the Fallen Executioner, but we get the right target down and we're going to prevent the deployment of damage shield. Definitely need to use Golden Touch for a kill this turn, and I know exactly where that's going to happen. I'm going to just cause Fenix to the front because Fallen Executioner will attack Lord Phoenix. Will attack the Avenger because it has no stealth. And then Lord Phoenix gets to respond first, so I get to double the damage from Phoenix rather than the Avenger. Maybe I descend and advance my Shield Steward and then blow it up. Hell yeah, it gives me the ability to clear this line, and now I also have space for my Moneymaker to be spawned. As well as getting a card out of the deck that I might have not had a better use for later. For my Lady Gia! I mean, Golden Touch and Alchemy both need to get used this turn. Golden Touch. Phoenix now slays both of those enemies for us. Alchemy gets us all the way up to 8 Dragon Horde. I'm going to drop the Spike of the Banish from the deck now. Hell yeah. Oh, Lord Phoenix, you are doing so well. All right, Wealthy Whelp, top line. We'll put you in the very back. And now we get to click you. And you have to give me 56 gold about it. 56, right? 7 for each. Yeah, 56. I could theoretically use Firestarter on this bottom line. I just don't really want to. Let's drop Sanctuary down here. It's all good. As long as Lord Phoenix is getting a single slay, and we'll be taking out that front liner. Yeah, boy. That bottom line's big and beefy. Golden Touch will take out part of it. We've got both of these alchemies in hand. I can't not. Well, actually, hang on. I also can't in the first place because the Dragon's Horde is already full. Thankfully, I know I've got a pretty full-fledged line everywhere, basically. So I don't have to worry about the fact that I'm letting a couple dregs through. I mean, get him, Lord Phoenix. Growth Fire straight through him. See if Fanning Flame does anything here. Unfortunately, he misses the soldier. That's okay. I'll use Selfless Sacrifice to keep the top line alive. Actually, I'll also keep a little bit more shield on you as well by taking out the enemy with my own spells. There's no brief respite in this round, right? Kale's just coming down now to fight. Yep. Let's undo for the very first time. Back to the top of this turn, because I would prefer to move you to the very front. Getting a significantly better result for that. And then let's throw some damage. Okay, good. The top line's already handled. Oh, also, hit him with the Moneymaker. So unfortunately, Lord Fenix is only going to get, what, one slay here, if that? Oh my god, never mind, 2. But we're not going to stand up against Kale, unfortunately. Well done, you got me. I'm going to use Fanning the Flames to kill you. Give that a slay, a permanent increase. 200 gold. You also gain a pack with rare cards, a major enhancement, and we can loot the Dragon Sword again. Eagle Heart. Consume, advance, then apply 5 Valor to a friendly unit, and then it attacks immediately. That's a really good way to get Lord Fenix to just attack another time. That's another slay trigger. Hell's Flame, Limbo's Solace, and Heaven's Light. I gotta say, Heaven's Light for 2 additional space could... it could do something for us. It could. I also don't need it, though. Like, not really at all. Drop. Obviously, you gotta loot this. Another 100 gold. Medallion of Superiority. Units gain +3 health and damage for each upgrade on their card. And it's 6 and 6 for the Avenger, 6 and 6 for the Greed Dragon. Honestly, yeah, it's worth it. Hellfire Bellows is also here. When a unit gains Fire Gel, it gains an additional stack. Despite the fact that that will actually work quite well with stuff we have, like the Flaming Talons as well as Hellheart, I don't need it. Sharpened Teeth, Hellfire Bellows, or Pyreborn's Insignia. I think with Fanning the Flame now in the deck, maybe it matters a little bit more to us. That is to say, the magic power from Conduit. Cleansing Water, 50% chance to remove all buff effects from an enemy unit when it enters your train. Nice. Deepwood Oil, equip units gain 10 armor as well as Radiant Arms. When you equip a unit, gain damage shield. I mean, we only use 2 equipment. I'll take Cleansing Water. Yeah, this is a great opportunity for me to go left, take my final upgrade for a champion. Overlord 3. We get Phoenix Fire 3. Deal damage equal to 2 times this unit's attack. Oh my god. And also it upgrades the Slay to give us +2 damage permanently, rather than just +1. Armory, equipment or room card. Oh boy. Void Armaments. 3 Ember, 10 damage. Gives multi-strike 1. On Extinguish, purge this unit from your deck. So I gotta say, Void Armament is I look at that and I see a lot of opportunity. What opportunity do I see? The ability to remove all of the stewards from the deck if I wanted to. I have a lot of units that just don't die. Could I afford to do this? Like, for instance, Greed Dragon, I'm gonna pop you in the back line and you are never gonna be exposed to damage. What if you just had a Void Armament? That said, the same reason. What about Glass Cannon? 1 Ember to give 50 damage to a unit and Fragile. Guess I could use Everlasting Light on the Greed Dragon. Give me Void Armament. Give me the cool one. Upgrade a spell to lower its cost. Upgrade a spell to lower its cost and make it intrinsic. Again, that is in the second hand. It will be drawn. Can I lower the cost of an Exile spell to give it an additional... Yes! I was hoping that was going to be the case, and it is. Freestone, Surge Stone. I mean, realistically, if I hit Surge Stone, it's just going to be on the Fire Starter here, but, like, I'm going to remove that card from the deck. Emberstone, lowering the cost of Eagle Heart, maybe? Actually, that's kind of funny. I'm going to lower your cost, and I'm also going to make you intrinsic. On the very first turn, I'm just going to have Lord Fenix slay a couple targets, maybe. Surge Stone and Freestone. Upgrade a spell to gain Permafrost. Permafrost on Heroic Dive so that it's available at exactly the right time is pretty good. Permafrost on Sanctuary, same. Let's give it to Heroic Dive. Ooh, okay, 2 huge upgrades here as well. Twinstone. Upgrade a spell to gain Spell Chain, giving it an ephemeral copy that is added to our hand after we cast it. What do I have that's non-upgraded 2 times? Nothing really. Plus 10 magic power for a spell I could just give, which is a total of fine, but I don't need it. Upgrade spell to have -2 costs as well as consume. I mean... Selfless Sacrifice already has Consume, unfortunately, so I can't give it Consume again. Keepstone? Gosh, I don't really have one that I want to hold over. This is a little dire. I guess when I use Heroic Dive, I might as well Spell Chain it, because it will do a lot of damage. Plus 10 magic power, just give that the Golden Touch. We always have a Merchant of Trinkets available on the next floor, so it's always worth keeping a little bit of gold for there. And I will. Non-boss enemy units restore 150 health when they move up a floor. So there's the Terrifying Amalgam with 300 health. If I don't kill that with my Lord Fenix floor, that gets pretty difficult to deal with. I don't think I can let them full heal. We definitely want our killing floor to be the bottom floor. We already know the pieces that go together to make that happen. I kind of want to leave the Greed Dragon in the deck, but I don't know if it's just going to get randomly summoned anyway, so I might as well put it down. There we go. You know what? I don't play the Greed Dragon. I just fill up every single space otherwise. Oh, hell yeah. We got the Whelp on the bottom floor. That's great. Okay. So, Lord Fenix, you can slay the backliner immediately. Perfect. Then I should have given you... Oh, I can do it! I can do it! I just realized I should have given it Divinity first. I can do that. So you'll have Divinity first. Then slay the backliner, doing much more damage. Perfect. I'm also going to use Eagle Heart here. So the reasoning behind this is we'll get our Val unit in front, so I'm going to have the armor starting to gain. And we will keep stealth, whereas our both backline units won't have it, because Lord Fenix will get another slay, so we'll keep our stealth, meaning that the Avenger keeps getting hit, and the first hit against the enemy with melee weakness is still Lord Fenix. I really, really want to drop Alchemy on this turn, but I think maybe Spike of the Banished is ideal. I usually have the opportunity to get enough Alchemy before the end of the fight for it to be worthwhile. Hell yeah, we can clear out the bottom line. That's exactly what we need. Drop an Alchemy. You lose 6 health off the Wealthy Whelp, unfortunately, though. Don't kill my whelp! Unfortunately, the next AoE attack absolutely will. Golden Touch. I can use that to take out the Collector. I feel quite compelled to give the Void Armament to Lord Fenix. The thing is, if Lord Fenix ends up dying, I literally lose the run immediately. Game over. Game over, man! Should I try and spell chain my Steadfast Crusader down here, maybe? No, I don't want a second tank on this floor. If anything, I'd choose the Shield Steward, and then I'd blow it up after doing it. I do think Void Armament's a really good idea. However, I'm also pretty certain that I'm going to need to spend basically the rest of the fight focused on increasing the shield for Fenix. Oh, this is perfect. Your ability is right back in time. Or back right in time, rather. Slays an entire line with it. Double Alchemy with ease. Terrifying Amalgam will die on the next floor, so I don't have to take care of it just yet. And yeah, it's time to start getting damage shield. In addition to my stealth, I'm going to need a bunch of damage shield on Lord Fenix. We'll see if Fanning the Flame hits one of the backliners here. Oh. Gotta drop another alchemy before anything continues. Up to 10 Dragon Horde. Oh, I'm glad we got a brief respite here. Let me use alchemy and then money whelp for 77 gold. I can use Sanctuary on this bottom line as well in order to give everyone some damage shields. Let's pop a couple Just Causes on that line. I've got the Heroic Dive still in case I need to descend 2 units to the front of the line to defend. Oh my god, Lord Fenix does not even die here. Actually, I can kill 2 enemy units with the ability. Get him, Lord Fenix. Yeah, I don't need to know who... Well, I mean, I would love to know that Lord Fenix is the one doing the kill right here, but I can't confirm that. Very easily, at least. It's most likely, though, because we're doing about 1,200 damage per swing at that point, with the melee weakness as well as the damage. 75, a clan pack, allied pack, and there's the Dragon Horde for the last time. Now, I have to decide right now, do I want the Dragon Horde bonus, or do I want the Greed Dragon to have plus 110, plus 110 in the next fight? And I am the Greed Dragon. You think of someone who knocks and you think that's not me, I'm knocking. And that, you know, that quote? I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Shield of Winch. I can take you. Oh, Punk Shredder. Gain trample on the floor. That actually, that bops too. I will be looting, of course. Spells gain 3 additional damage for each upgrade on their card. I guess Golden Touch gets 6 extra damage out of that. That's about it, though. Hidden Coffers increase max by 2. How dare you? How damn dare you? Look, I'm gonna get it, but it's not gonna be able to do anything for me, unfortunately. Unit cards without upgrades cost -1. How many of those do I have? 1. Yep, I finished my list. 1. After deployment phase, when you play your 3rd card of the turn, draw 1. Yes, please. When a friendly unit gains valor, yeah, it's going to be Ring and Steel. And 100%, I'm going to be going over to Empyrean Well to dupe another card for us. What have I found most impactful? Honestly, out of these, I'm not entirely certain. It'd offer me unit upgrades, and I wouldn't really be able to use them. Merchant of Arms, Unstable... You know what? Maybe we go left. I don't have a card that I super, like, deeply care about duping. Inferno Room. Deals 50 damage to all units at the start of the combat. All units. It's also a Spell Sanctum. Spells cost -1. Meat Shield. Resolve. Restore 10 health. That's super cool. I'll take that. I'm also going to combine the Meat Shield and one of the Lava Armors. Upgrades an equipment room. Equipment or room, rather, to always be drawn in the first phase. So either Lava Armor or Void Armament, rather, is going to be drawn by the Sword Maiden. So let me get the merged equipment deployable. I should also, before I do much of this, look at the Merchant Trinkets. This is the ideal. Units have an extra upgrade slot. Unfortunately, I can't use that. The first Room Guard Blade, each battle is applied to all floors. Interestingly, I'm not sure Boiler Room mod will work with that, but I think it's a good time to find out. Bowler's Tuning Fork. Starter cards cost -1. Starter cards cost -1. Starter cards cost -1. I'm going to remove my starter cards from the deck, though, so I'll reroll. Advance the back enemy unit when it enters your train. Neat. 3 different kinds give me 1 draw and 1 energy. Golden Idol I obviously don't have the ability to utilize. There's no more rewards. We are out of rewards. And Breath of Heaven, advance the back enemy unit when it enters your train. I mean, I can do that. Do I really care about it too much, though? Because I will still want Fenix to be slaying front enemies, so big enemies a lot of the time. I'm just going to remove some stuff from the deck. Let's get rid of the Firestarter I don't use. And realistically, both copies of this Just Cause. Oh, I forgot that I have an Unstable Vortex for removing cards. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to remove both of the Spear Stewards. Well, actually, Shield Steward and a Spear Steward. Because I do have enough units now that I do want, you know, my Wealthy Whelp and, well, Wealthy Whelp I don't want as much, to be fair. My Punk Shredder especially, I want some units to be summoned in specific positions. I'll use Merchant of Arms to re-roll to see if any of these are relevant. Hall of Mirrors. That's fun. -2 capacity, create a copy on friendly units on summon. If I had the ability to put that in my opening hand, I would take that and do that now, but I don't, so I won't. Ballot 2 to friendly units. I mean, look, I could give that to the Greed Dragon. I probably should. And I'll take Fight Club because it's there. Set of Eternus. I don't know if you can stand up against this deck, buddy. Seraph's dominating form will spread corruption to our units, applies 2 corruption to your units each turn, and then doubles corruption on strike. So that number could get pretty high. Ooh, Void Armament. If that's how it's gotta be. Oh, I hope I get the Warbler on the bottom line. Come on, wobble me something fierce! Oh, you're not down there, Hade. Okie dokie. I definitely think it's time for Lord Fenix to take out all of these enemies with a single strike. A whole mess of slays right there. And then I can selfless sack you to the front line. Drop an alchemy because it's the right thing to do. And then 18 more Valor on you. And we draw Fight Club, but I can't use it. All good. So yeah, it doesn't look like the Boiler Room mod was applied to all of the rooms from Manifold Mirror. And in fact, when I play Manifold Mirror, it's going to override Boiler Room, so I don't want to use it at all. Oh, hell yes. There's no AoE on the bottom floor. This is ideal. Okay, I'm gonna pop Punk Shredder right here. And then, welcome down to the bottom line, Punk Shredder. Greed dragons here. I'll wait until that's more relevant, I think. We problem, though. Suppose I'm gonna have to use you. There we go, yeah. And then Sanctuary, I guess? Actually, no, I can use Fanning the Flame. Oh no, the corruption is killing the Punk Shredder. Right. I really want to prevent that. I'm gonna give you a equipment. That'll keep you alive right now. Also drew us a card and gave us an energy, thankfully. I think I'm also just going to pop Sanctuary on the bottom line so that you're protected a little bit more, because having Trample on Lord Fenix is going to be really worthwhile. I'm also going to need to move the Avenger forward and then Lord Fenix forward again as well. Selfless Sacrifice will help with that. Okay, so Selfless Sacrifice on that bad boy. And then if I use Intrinsic Eagleheart, rather. Fenix moves forward and then attacks. Throw Golden Touch on this bottom line, getting a Slay as well as drawing a card. And then I can use Alchemy for a little bit more. Use Money Whelp to gain some money. Hell yeah. Oh, we've got this under control. We're even doing 770 damage, 707 rather, to Seraph Eternus in this round. Trying to hold off on using the Greed Dragon as long as I can here. Fanning Flame. Oh, it always hits the biggest one. If it hit any of the other ones, it would have attacked again. Got to hit him with the Divinity, and then a Golden Touch. Okay, Greed Dragon's now getting pretty big. I think it's probably time to put you down, buddy. I could say that to the Greed Dragon. I could even say that to Seraph Eternus at this point. Oh my god, please, Seraph. No, wrong line! The full slay. An Alchemy, I guess drop second Alchemy, no reason not to. I'm not putting down Fight Club, I gotta remember, there's a reason not to do that. It would overwrite the Boiler Room, and the Boiler Room is much better, being the reason. Oh god. My Avenger Angel is being slain. Okay, thank you. I don't think the wheels are about to fully fall off, but I am a little concerned about how much damage our... Ooh. 2 waves remaining. Okay. I'm a little concerned about how much damage our Avenger is taking there. Especially considering I don't have the ability to give you any more shielding now. It's always the biggest one that it hits. Why? And again, of course. Whoop. How many stealth rounds have you got, buddy? 13 rounds of stealth. Okay, I think we'll have enough to kill Sarah Paternus. Uh-oh. We currently do not. Fanning the flame, please. That did a lot of damage. Oh, right. I forgot I had the Phoenix Flame ability literally just waiting for me right there. Yeah, we'll be fine, actually. And we don't even have to purge Lord Phoenix from our deck. Got him! And that's another slay, so we're gonna be so powerful when we leave the... Oh. Now that the run's over, our unit is so powerful, I'm ready to play with them. Fireborn level up gives us Death Roar. 3 Ember to cast a spell, transfers all Pyogel on this floor to a unit, and then deal 5 damage 5 times. That seems sick. Golden Gloves. Friendly units gain 2 Avarice. That seems stupidly powerful to get early. Every time a unit attacks, it gains 2 gold. Hell yeah. There's also Payoff. 2 Ember for a spell that consumes and restores 2 Pyre health for each horde, each dragon horde you have. Cool. And the allied clan banished. Pick up a 2 Ember spell called Deadly Plunge. Consumes to deal damage equal to the front enemy, equal to 3 times this unit's health and armor. Nice. Covenant rank up. Covenant rank is now 2. Battles have additional enemies. As well as enemies are harder and you start with new cards. So you get rank 1 and rank 2 stacked atop one another. Mastered cards, Lord Phoenix, Spike of the Banished, Void Armament, and the 21 other unique cards we had in the deck now all have a golden border to show that they've been won with in a successful run. Hell yeah. Obviously part of the meta goal being to guild all of the cards for each of the characters. Banish / Fireborn victory is nothing? I'm pretty sure I won last episode. Oh, right. Imp Cup only tracks Covenant rank 1 to 9 runs. Got it. Well, we've unlocked the Lunar Coven, who we'll get to play with in the next episode, as well as a new Pyre Heart that we'll get to play with. Until then, though, let me hit this button. Oh, you want to run? Nicely done. You can optionally start an endless mode run with the deck and artifacts you had at the end of this run. How far can you go? I know I just said, by the way, that I'm ready to start a run now that I have fully upgraded my Phoenix. I'm not going to be doing that at the end of this 1.5 hour, 1 hour and 44 minute video, rather. Instead, I'll jump back to the outpost.
Vel, there's a problem. It's the Hymnists. They're reluctant to board the train.
For the last time, it's a train, not a cage. They'll learn to get used to it. I'll have a word with them.
You better explain yourself, Vel. I agree to let you use my Pyrogel, but this much, you'll need to pay me back with interest.
Really? Of course a dragon would first think of gold. Why deal with threats before us when you can pad your profits, right?
An angel, speaking of threats, Need I remind you what happened when you were the threat invading us? Enough!
Look, we get it. We invaded hell. We've come to atone for what we did, but we aren't your enemies anymore. The real enemy is taking over heaven as we speak. And if we don't come together, they'll take over hell too.
Let heaven enjoy its comeuppance. My portfolio will be happy so long as the Titans get what they deserve.
And so long as you actually help us, I'll be back in heaven and never have to deal with you again. What a headache. How did Herzl ever manage to get angels and demons to agree to anything, let alone a covenant? We'll be unlocking a new Pyre Heart hopefully in the next run as well. But until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. I'd probably thank you. And a special thanks to this episode to Dialo. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.